Hey guys, what's up? It's time for me to do a little video blog. Yay, video blog! Oh my god, yay, cool, yay! For those of you who don't know, I have Asperger syndrome. It's a form of autism. If you don't know what autism is, you need to either do a Wikipedia check or go see that movie Rain Man. I don't know. You need to do something because most people know at least what autism is and you're a little bit behind the ball. So, but in case you're lazy to do both, I guess I'll be nice and I'll explain, a little bit of what it is. It's a social disability. It has a lot of impairments on social interaction, like eye contact and listening to other people. And people who know me really well, know that I have a tendency to ramble on and a tendency to sometimes my eye contact will go all over the place, or I'll be looking at somebody and not because there's something creepy about them, just because my eye contact goes crazy, and it's like that's just a part of Asperger syndrome. But I thought I'd get that out of the way. But Asperger syndrome is something that's kind of rising up, and more people are becoming more aware of it. So I thought that you don't hear a lot about what it's like growing up with Asperger syndrome and what it's like for an adult to be carrying it around. So I figure I'll answer some questions about it. And you guys can send me any questions that you have, if you want me to answer specific questions. And, I'll think of a couple of my own, that I can answer, just from my memory and from being who I am today and how I deal with certain problems, just so you can learn more about it. And the next time you see somebody with Asperger syndrome and they tell you, they have Asperger syndrome, you can have a little bit more of an understanding about it. So today's question. Does Asperger syndrome make you smarter than other people? Does it give you, a higher IQ? I don't know what my IQ is. I've never checked it, or if I have checked it, I don't remember what it is. Does it make you smarter? Intelligence is a relative term, and the brain is a really complex thing. One of the big stereotypes, though, is a lot of people say that Asperger people are really good at math and science and, and all the logical number type thinking. That's utter bullshit. Why? Because I'm living proof of that. I'm not exactly a math type thinker. I'm an artist, first of all. Second of all, I suck at science. I was in, idiot level science when I was in high school. And I have not taken a science class for about 2 years just because I was so bad at it, And so Asperger thinking, it doesn't necessarily make you a logical type of thinker, or it doesn't necessarily make you an artsy type of thinker. That really depends on who the individual person is. What it might do, however, is whatever that type of thinking you have, whether you're into math or whether you're into art or whether you're into English, it does make it harder to shift your brain to that other type of thinking. I have so much trouble with math because I think so much like an artist that, it's very difficult for me to stop obsessing over, my art and the way that my art plays out with my thinking. And because I think that way, it's very difficult for me to shift my thinking into math-type skills. Now, that's true with a lot of normal, well, I don't want to say normal, but a lot of what we would call neurotypical people as well would say. A lot of neurotypical people have that problem as well. But especially for us, though, as Asperger people, we really have a very difficult time shifting our ways of thinking, and a lot of times it gets us into trouble socially because it's seen as rigidity, especially with young kids. I remember growing up, I was in elementary school, I was so obsessed over one particular thing. it was usually a different thing every year. I'd find a different thing to get obsessed about, but like there would be one thing. I think, a couple times it was, yeah, I had a stuffed animal that I obsessed about. Other times, I had a video game that I obsessed about, or a movie I obsessed about, or some kind of activity, and it was very difficult to pry me off of that, and it made it very difficult for me to interact with kids. And because of that, I didn't have a lot of friends in elementary school because other kids just didn't know how to interact with me, And, not that I blame them at that stage, because it's like, well, what are you supposed to do? This kid's, just obsessing over this one particular thing. How are you supposed to get to know the kid? But it doesn't necessarily make you smarter. And like I said, intelligence is a relative term. People can be intelligent in one area of study and be a complete dumbass in another area of study, So that answers that question.